Welcome back to our pregame show. Joe Lancello with you, along with Oskaloosa coach Ryan Parker, as the Indians play for a state championship, taking on Norwalk tonight. This after a 48-43 win over Winterset. Talk about the game yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look back at that game from yesterday is survive in advance. 32 minutes of zone we saw versus Winterset, and they run it extremely well. Made some free throws down the stretch. Had a couple key defensive stops down the stretch and paid dividends for us.
And over the first 4.5 minutes of the fourth quarter, you held them scoreless over that time and took a 5-point lead for yourself, and that was really critical.
Yeah, and that's sort of what happened with the Marion game as well. Our last 4+ minutes has been really good defensively. Now if we can figure out how to do that for 32, that'd be a different thing, because we got our hands full tonight with Bowen, Bourne, and company.
Ryan Yates had a quiet game offensively, 4 points, but on the other hand, he had 7 assists and 6 rebounds for you, too. That's the kind of a thing that he's done game after game all year.
Yeah, he's been our assist machine. Really distributes the ball well, but we need him to step up tonight and make some shots. The ball wasn't falling last night for him. He went 0 for 5 from 3, and he'll make some shots tonight. As we were talking at shoot-around today, he feels pretty confident.
This is what everybody has been talking about since day one of practice. You got here. You're at the peak of the mountaintop, if not the exact top just yet. That's going to take one more win tonight. How did it feel to actually reach this goal?
Last year it was like I said, it was so fast and it came at you so rapidly. This year we've sort of taken it in, and to go back-to-back years to this kind of game, you got to be grateful for it. It doesn't happen very often. It feels, like redemption a little bit. We just got to continue to keep our head on straight and stick to the game plan. It's a big atmosphere, a lot of people in the stands. On the biggest stage, how do you handle those emotions? And the team that handles those emotions the best probably comes out on the winning side of the scoreboard.
Tonight you take on Norwalk, a fellow Little Hawkeye Conference team. How much of an advantage is it that you've not only seen them twice, but also game planned for them twice, or even beyond that even?
Like last year we spent almost 4 or 5 hours in the wee hours of the morning as coaches trying to put a game plan for Glenwood. Last night we spent a couple hours watching film, putting our game plan, putting our scouting report together, not trying to figure out personnel so much because we've played them twice, split with them. They got beat at their place, won at our place. The difference is there's just so much familiarity and respect for their program as well.
And they also had a tough time themselves getting to a championship game, coming back from down 7 after 3 quarters to Clear Lake, turning that around to win by 7.
Yeah, I watched the majority of that game, not in tune of it, while it was going on. But, they had a battle, and that's good for them. You could go win the first game by 40, and into the second game, if you win that one by 20, 30, and how much better do you get? So, that shows a little bit as we were talking. I was talking with DCG's AD today. It shows a little bit about our conference. Just the fact that we've been through dogfights. We've been down. We battled back. Our state tournament run, we could have given up a couple times, but we just stayed true to ourselves and really worked through the process. And it's the same thing Norwalk did, and I think our conference games prepared us for that.
I've read books about basketball, and coaches and scouts will talk about shooters versus scorers. Ryan Yates and Austin Hafner are guys I think of as shooters. Bourne is the guy I think of as a scorer.
Yes, you're exactly right. Bowen's such a hard guard. He does so many things well. Dribble drive, gets to the rim. Pulls up jumpers good. Floaters good. 3-point shots good. You name it. There's not a whole lot of flaws in his game. The one thing that we've had success with is throwing different looks at him with Tyler Miller and Isaac Schultz and Ryan Yates, some different lengths and athleticism. But the other side of it is with Xavier at the rim, protecting the rim and taking that one dimension sort of out of his game.
And you also have Cole Henry back for this game, which you did not have the last time against Norwalk, which you won.
Yeah, and I was joking with Cole. I say he's not playing tonight and stuff like that. But, no, I think that was part of our the reason we're here is that when Cole went down with an injury, we stepped it up. Everybody did. And then when Cole came back, we kept that level. We could have went the other way in a hurry. And, again, that shows the grit of this team.
What will be the important things tonight?
I don't think effort would be a problem. You're on the biggest stage. Effort's not going to be a problem. But what we need to do is our team defense needs to be spot on. We need to not get caught up in the lights. We got to keep feeding the post. We haven't been successful with that the first 2 games of the state tournament. If we can get Cole and Xavier touches down low and work inside out, we'll be a lot better.
Okay, just best of luck today, and also want to congratulate everybody on the team, all the seniors, because this will be the last time we'll be talking. We're not going to have another pregame show until next November. So just congratulations to everybody involved with the team, and best of luck tonight.
Yeah, I think the one thing I'll leave you with is that we talked about this morning in our team meeting. There's not very many teams out there that can know when their season is going to be done. And actually not even know when their season is going to be done, but you're the one that's dictating when your season's going to be done. And that's something that I think gets overlooked a little bit, and it makes you feel really good.
All right. Thanks very much for everything this year.
Thank you.
Ryan Parker, coach of the Oskaloosa Indians, will come back to the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines as Oskaloosa takes on Norwalk, Class 3A Boys State Championship game. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is KBOE-FM's state tournament coverage of Oskaloosa basketball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.